Hello everyone, welcome to another exciting episode of The Hands of Tezla. The previous episode we wiped out the hierarchy of Pokemon, and by that possibly wiped out I mean we vassalized the hierarchy of Pokemon, so now they are under our control, and it's exciting to have a vassal because it means that we can we can kind of start to move forward in this direction. We have forces at our hands that are just aren't our own, because we don't have a really strong military at this point. We were fortunate that they were in an allegiance with these guys and went at war with these guys, and they lost. And so that was an advantage for us. And so I'm gonna take a swipe at these guys. They're at war with rebels. They've got a war score of 0, but it is a war nevertheless. They're inferior, but it says they're equivalent in fleet power, naval capacity, and technology. But at least that little bit of inferiority will help us, because they're going to be fighting a war in 2 fronts. These guys are defending themselves, this is good. These guys are going to go against these guys to try to take back some of the space that they lost, I guess, because these guys are rebels. So what we'll do is, first we'll go to war with these guys while they're at war with these guys. And these rebels are inferior to us in fleet power, naval capacity, and technology. I figure it'll be helpful for me if I go against these guys while they're fighting these guys. These guys are going to lose forces. These guys are going to lose forces. So once I'm finished with my war with these guys, then I can move on to go to war with these guys, and I can gain 2 vassals at almost the same time. So that's sounds like that'll be fun. Sounds like that'll be a good way of going about doing that. That'll have control over all these territories, and I'm not going to vassalize. I'm going to vassalize them, but I'm not going to integrate them right away. Like I said before, I was going to. I'm going to hold out until I have a pretty strong grip on most of these various different territories, and then after that, I'll start to integrate them. Integrate them is not going to. Integrating them won't make us very popular, because we'll be very much hated, because we're going to be consuming people. But by the time we get to that point, we also might just be able to alter their species with the let's see right here. I'm going to be doing the engineered evolution. That's going to be my next thing. So I'm going to get 2 trait points I'm going to be able to use, and so I'm going to be what I'm going to focus on is just adding people to our altering races and adding them to our society. And I'm kind of curious, what's the species was, if I can Pokemon guys, if I can Pokemon. So they're not living on any of our planets, but once we start to integrate them, I might be able to just make them part of our hive mind. In which case, we won't have to worry about eating them. I mean, I don't have a problem with it because we're the Tez, but if we wanted to reduce the amount of hatred coming our way, we could totally just convert all of their species and plug them into the hive mind. And I do hope that at some point someone's going to create a mod that allows us to automatically start to do that. Like a Borg kind of thing, because it would be kind of cool to make a species based off of the Borg that pretty much integrates everybody. But I'm just going to kind of start to get the ball rolling here, get the time going. Let's see, who's got what? Defense Pact with these guys, the Nation, They are right here. We don't actually have anything going on with the nation. I noticed we haven't done anything diplomatically. They have sure, non-aggression pact. That's fine. At least for now. I mean, the non-aggression pact is eventually going to break down, but in the meantime, it would be cool to see these guys have a non-aggression pact. Nope, they don't like us because we're rivals with their allies, and we're an autocracy. Okay, well, whatever. I don't care. Introduce an aggression pact.
Tile blocker cleared.
So, now I do have to be careful because at some point, if I'm not, if I'm not careful, these guys might all join a federation.
Tile blocker cleared.
And when I do eventually start to eat people, then they'll fight me. Or again, I could just make everybody a hive mind, which won't be a problem. But I'm going to go after these guys, the Haddam Star Mandate, and they are on good terms with these guys. So I really kind of want to get a non-aggression because I don't want to have to go to war with both of these guys. Because if I go to war with these guys and have to fight with these guys in order to vassalize these guys, that's a long trek. It's kind of weird to have an ally that far away, because then it puts us in an awkward position. But I'll fight them after I finish going to these guys. I told myself that I would start to build some, there we go, wormhole stations. And that's what I'll do, because I have to actually be able to get into their space. So by the time I'm in their space, or by the time I have access to their space, at least like build a wormhole station here, build it here,
construction complete
around kind of here. As soon as I have myself a good tactical position where I can access both their space and their space, I can begin the war campaign. In the meantime, while I'm working on that, I do have to see. I have to check out how many armies I have. All of these guys are. Just embark this. I'm just going to merge all of these spaceports. I mean, all these, not spaceports, but the transports, and so that I can. It's not just a clustered a list here. And then I can kind of split them off when I'm ready to utilize them.
Special project complete.
Excellent. More society research. That works. Let's send them there. I can't. I can't even reach the planet because all these guys are kind of in the way. So, but once they're all close by. Actually, I'm just going to start this process here. Merge. They're already next to each other. That's great. Merge. Alright, and then merge. And then merge. Great, 45. Nice, that's a nice amount of, but that's not enough. I'll say that, it's not enough. So we need a few more armies. And before I get too careful with armies, I do have to do one thing. And that is build clones. You would think that Hive Mind would be fine enough by itself, but I'm going to build clones.
Complete.
On a planet that I can actually build clones on. Let's see, any of these have a society slot open. Society research slot. I want to upgrade this, but I also want to save this. I'll put you right there. That way you can give me some food and minerals at the same time. Let me see. This will be cheap. I'm just going to build a little small farm here. Only 30 minerals. Actually, I'll build up these because these aren't too expensive.
System survey
I want to
complete.
save my minerals, save as many minerals as I can, so that I can. Oh no, I'm sorry. Wait. Cancel that. What was I building right here? No, I'm not supposed to build a farm here. Cancel. I realized this is supposed to be my research. Cancel. It's supposed to be my research planet. so I can't build anything but research right here. Oh, I'm sorry. And you, as nice as it would be to have all of that there, are also going to be research. I almost forgot for a second what I was doing there. I might have 2 power stations on this planet. And if I did, or 3 powers, just so I can, this isn't totally going to be a complete loss of energy on this planet. But yeah, that wouldn't hurt. It wouldn't hurt my research too much. It's good to have some power coming from here because I'm going to build more ships, and that's going to drain my economy, especially at war. I've got food right there. Just got to go this way. Anyway, I have to. Oh yeah, I was going to build a clone vats. Building a clone vat's nice because it reduces the time it takes to no, not sorry, the time. It reduces the cost. No, I'm sorry. Let me just go back. I was right the first time. Go with the first instinct. So yeah, clone vats reduces the time it takes to create an army. So I want to be able to pump out armies as quickly as possible if I need to begin a mass invasion. So I think I'll build one on this planet. Or this planet. Society research 2, great. Because this clone vat actually boosts society research by 4. So that'll give me a total of 6 on that one planet. Then again, I mean, what level is this? Oh wow, engineering facility 2 bumps it up. Actually, okay, no, never mind. Actually, no, I won't do that. I'll just use a plane like this. I'll go to this planet, nesting chamber. Actually, a perfect name for a cloning vat, nesting chamber. I have that there because of the fact that it's nesting clones. So this planet here is going to be where I make most of my armies. I'll make that my army planet. And where is this again located? Okay, yeah, that's not too bad. That's a good position to have a planet designated to creating armies. As far as traditions, we're kind of getting up there. In 7 months, we get to choose to close out this domination tradition. It's going to give me a boost to our research speed. So anything that my vassal has researched, I'm going to get a bonus of 30% to research speed. So it's going to be incredible. So we're going to blow through any kind of research that they're doing, and that's one reason also why I'm so focused on vassalizing outside of seeding planets. In addition to not being hated for, again, eating everybody, it'll also just boost our research. So we're going to catapult past some of the other ones. I mean, some of them are more advanced than us right now, but once we actually have access to all the different technologies that some of these guys have researched.
Special project complete.
Nice. Bonus to there. Okay, so now I'm gonna build. Okay, go to this system.
System survey
and he's
complete.
going to build a wormhole station right here. Zero Nation. Way down here. Okay. You know, I'm kind of curious. It would be kind of funny if I made spiders part of our beehive. I mean, it would go completely against nature, but I could technically seed their planets and go the route of. Let me just pause this for a second and choose what I'm going to do next. I have to be very careful with my next choice because there's so many great options here. Improve research assistance. I don't do that. I don't usually do research assistance until I don't have anything to colonize or anything to sort of like focus on, and right now I've got so many planets that I haven't not colonized but surveyed. So many planets that I haven't surveyed that I'm not gonna even joke about. I'm not even gonna joke about assistance research right now because I've got so much other things that I have to do. Research alternatives. It's hard enough as it is to choose something without having to deal with another alternative. I'm usually a very decisive person, but when it comes to this, there are so many options and so many good choices that it's like, how do you choose? So I'm moving towards mining drone lasers because they completely ignore armor, and they don't suffer a penalty against shields like normal lasers do. Now they are limited in range, so that's the one thing there that kind of sucks. But I'll just use this weapon primarily for my corvettes. The other downside to cutting lasers is their cooldown time. So their fire rate's a little bit slower than the standard lasers. So it's one of those things where you kind of have to find a way of boosting up your fire rate so that you can be effective in combat. But we're going to get that once we go into the supremacy tradition. So you can boost, I think after you finish this chain, it boosts your fire rate by 15%. But that's a long way between now and then that I'll actually be able to finish this. But that is kind of where I want to put some stuff. I want to put a nice amount of. I'm going to start this tradition next, just so I can boost our border range by 20%. And then if I want to, I can also boost my ship build speed increases by 15%. Naval capacity increase by 10%. I mean, there's so many good options here. Army damage, definitely helpful. The unity output increase per neighboring rival. That works. I mean, I needed that a while ago. So this is good for my species because we're so war focused. I do want to boost our unity and I do want to reduce our costs. And the great thing about prosperity is that it would reduce my ship upkeep, so it would reduce the cost of maintaining my military, and it would also reduce the cost of purchasing my ships. So I feel like I kind of might find myself bouncing between these two. I don't really need harmony. Harmony is completely unnecessary for my species because we're not affected by happiness. We're not affected by governing ethics. We're not really. Lifespan is going to be improved once I boost my species' genetic makeup. Paradise Stone, only use I would have for it would be boosting my habitability on a planet. But again, I'm going to be boosting that with genetic modifications. And this is helpful for when we're under attack because we probably will have a defensive war at some point. It just will boost our fire rate on that aspect too if we're in a defensive war. But hey, that's that. Anyway, I might do diplomacy after that, though it's not that big of a deal for us to do diplomacy since we're not very diplomacy focused. We're at the beginning I was just so that I was feeling vulnerable, having so many enemies and having no allies. But now that I have these guys, and I'm going to be going after these guys, I'm feeling kind of good about that last war. So let's see, these guys are rivaling these guys, okay. But anyway, I think I'm going to go with the I want to go with the mining drones. I mean, the mining drone laser for the sake of combat. And boosting our war score, having that damage to boost our strength of our fleet. I mean, it will just do a great deal of damage, but I also want to get these antimatter reactors because it will give us just more power, and it would also cost. See, that's 23 months. Let me just click here. That's 23 months. This is 5 months. Actually, okay, nope, I'm gonna go with mining laser. That's just 100 times better. That's just genius. Ooh, also 3 months to go for this. Let's go right here. get this wormhole station going while I'm talking. Boop. Station here. Great. And then I'm going to send my other construction ship, which is just kind of chilling. There he is, way over there.
System
I'm going to
survey
send
complete.
him to build a wormhole station right here. There we go. Because I didn't forget that I want to get access to these guys in space and start to survey, because they actually like us, because we allowed them to preserve our species, and so they kind of view us patronizing, which isn't a bad thing. It's a good thing, because they don't hate us. They just think that we're primitive, and compared to them technologically and some other ways we are. These guys, after they're finished with that one, I'm going to send them. I'm just going to shift and say, go here. So once they're finished with this, they'll go over here, and then we can
Research complete.
make another one over here once they're finished there.
Construction complete.
There we go. So this is good. Clone commandos. That's nice. They're more powerful, and they're a little bit more expensive, just on the go. But it would be helpful to have like really strong armies. And it's a rare tech. I mean, this military academy thing is going to come back. I really do want to bump up our armies. In some cases, a lot of people will say that they don't like the army gameplay part of Stellaris, but I personally don't have a. I mean, it's kind of a minor thing, but it's nice, to have a strong army and invest in your army strength so you can easily conquer enemy worlds. It's not a chore for me to just to bump those things up, but I do want to get some clone commandos, because they'll be a lot stronger, and then I can get this next, at least for society research, if nothing else better comes along. Boop. But this is also good that I'm researching this biology, because getting this could open up other gene warriors. Whoa, what just happened here? Oh, okay, that was a glitch. What? What? They just swallowed them up. They just defeated the rebels. Commonwealth of Topu. No. That was not what I wanted to happen. Okay, well, now we get to choose our Ascension perk, and the first option here that we're going to go with, even though it would be nice to have, let's see, what are the other options? Do I have the, I don't have Void Born as an option just yet. I don't have Deep Space Installation, so I have to actually build a Frontier Fortress. 1 month away, I could go Void Born, which would be nice. So I could build like habitats, but that's not going to be as helpful as boosting our traits. So I'm going to go this option. Boom. Sometimes evolution needs a nudge in the right direction. We now have the technology to genetically modify our bodies and minds to endure the trials of an ever-changing environment at an unprecedented rate. With that, let's begin the chain of improving the Tez people. Tezzlers, modify. Select all. Wow, that's a nice amount of cost. This is weird. I don't see any traits here. Oh, I see. I gotta choose to remove one. Okay, I gotcha. So what is this? Weak. I can get rid of weak. Now I have trade options. Trade points left. So let's see. What are my options here? Agrarian. Oh, this is good. I'm excited. Adaptive would be nice. Maybe I'll get rid of this one too. Boom. I'll just get rid of my. Actually, I don't mind repugnant. Repugnant's totally fine with me. What is this? Rapid breeders. Is there something that makes us even faster breeders? Because I really would like us to breed at an exceptional rate. Governing ethics, attraction. I don't care about that. This is for these guys. These nomadic. Nope. Strong. I'm gonna go with adaptive. Boom. Alright. And this. I guess that costs. Oh yeah, that's right. Adaptive does cost 2 points. So I'm back kind of to the beginning of the game again, being able to choose. I thought I had 3 options, but I guess that took away one. Or I could make us industrious. Industrious might be better because it'll boost our mineral output, and it's kind of, that would be nice to have that. But strong would actually boost our or strong again. The link again. There we go. So strong would boost our army power too. And that's kind of important for multiple reasons too, because it would boost our rapid breeders. Yeah. It would boost our. What was I gonna say? Okay, I lost my train of thought. But anyway, I think I'll click this. That'll give us 1 trait point left, and I can kind of think about that later on. But it'll increase our mineral output. I don't really care about being repugnant. I wish I could actually give us another negative trait, just so I'd have access to more points. Maybe we'll get more traits later on, in addition to what we have here. So we'll be limited to just 5 traits, because we don't really need happiness. So we don't have to be we can like have like not communal, but the opposite of communal, where we're like unhappy, because we don't really need happiness. So that's if I were to recreate, I'll just go with this. Adaptive is good. I'll go to adaptive for now. And we're not weak anymore, so that in itself will boost our mineral output. And that'll boost, but being adaptive, it will help us colonize more planets and more planets faster. So there we go. There, I'll modify that. Boom.
Situation log updated.
Finishes in 92 months. Research. All right, now that that's done, and that we're improving the Tez people, every last one of them.
System survey complete.
Let's see, I can...
Research complete.
Research complete. We've got fortresses now. Build speed. plasma thrusters. We have a lot of good options here now. So crystal infused plating, that'll boost our ship hull points by 5%. Doesn't hurt when you're in combat to be able to boost your. Because I'm still going to go against these guys. Still going to go to war against these guys. It'll just be. It won't be as easy of a fight now with them not being having their forces divided. So I'll have to kind of be quick about this before they can rebuild. I'll have to hit them in smart positions and play this right. And of course, I'm going to get these mining drone lasers, so maybe that'll make an impact on our damage to their ships. It's the only drastic thing here is just the range. But you know, ignoring armor, that does something that will. Let's see. What am I going to choose? Construct templates, build speed, or railguns. Railguns would definitely improve my military right now, and I need to focus on building up my military. As much as I would like to, but you know, actually from a roleplay standpoint, we're expert engineers, so it makes perfect sense that we would actually have construction templates. So I'm just going to go from that logic. Hi curators, honeydew, gotcha. And so...
Construction complete.
Construction complete. He's going to jump into this space. Be sure to finish its construction there too. This guy's...
Research complete.
We need to cap out our food again before that can reduction of food. I'm kind of curious how that happened. Complete. Probably because we were expanding so much. Expanded too quickly. Once I really want to go to war with these guys.
Construction complete.
I really need us to get going on this. I suppose I could actually dive in there and just look around to see if it's possible for me to surrender to our population. Oh, okay, well that doesn't affect us happiness wise. Okay, I gotcha. I was curious what that was for a quick second there. Boop. There we go. And automatic exploration is sounding a lot nicer. Because this keeps coming up as an option and I really want to take it. But I also have to increase the power of our ship so that they can hold better weapons and use the hyper shields that are researched. Speaking of, I did research hyper shields, didn't I? I think I've capped out on our shield technology. Now I just have to cap out on our energy technology so that we can actually utilize this. But this is very, very beneficial. Boom. And instead of doing this, I can do this. And I can probably put this right here. Great.
Special project complete.
Excellent, excellent. Sting class is going to be using a little bit more power, but it's going to have better shields. And better evade and combat speed. I think. Now what I'm going to do is bite, because I'm going to see how much of a variance. This is 8 to 12. This is 8 to 14. The range of. This is actually, yeah, a much better weapon. Boop, boop, boop. we're going to upgrade all of our... We would like to donate, let's see, 500 minerals. I've decided that I'm actually going to... I'm gonna donate, even though we don't need the. I should have waited on that before. We're capped out on influence. But when you donate, they give you a special technology. Eventually, if you keep donating to the technology research that they've been involved in, it does pay off. I did that on a different campaign I started privately, and. Gonna send this guy to this system, and he's going to build another wormhole station here. We're almost there.
Construction complete.
Probably like 1, 2, 3, probably like just 3 more wormhole stations to get to their space, and then another 4th one probably around somewhere here so that we can actually access their space. I wonder if they willingly give us for trade deal.
Construction complete.
They're not going to give us wormhole access. What about if they give you this? Nope, they're never going to give us anything. What do we have as an option? If they're never going to give it, give us. They should even have it there. There's just like a tease. Just sitting there, you're looking at all the technologies you never have access to. Technology sharing plus 30%. Oh, that's nice. So we're doing pretty good with technology right now. I mean, this is a huge difference here. It's plus 78%. So now we have access to that. I'm gonna build a wormhole station right here. Aw, he died.
Incoming transmission.
Alright, replace this guy. And who are we gonna choose? Who are we gonna choose? I completely lost track of the fact that I am of the time here. Surprise, surprise! I did not set the timer. There's one thing I forgot to do. So I'm just gonna give us a few. There we go. When that goes off, that'll be the end of the episode. Nesting chamber is going to be. I'll go with food. I'll go with food. Bump up the food by a little bit. It's plus 10%. That's a nice chunk of. Wow. I'm sure that wasn't the only thing that did it, but wow, we've got 14 plus now. So I can send someone here to. I'll just swap this in the meantime, so that we can build up our society research, and I can create some clone armies. So let's make 10. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And that's fine with me. Great. So a little bit more damage. It's gonna take us a while to get clone commandos because we've got the other technology going on, the other research going on. And 88 months. Okay. That's not so bad. And you're gonna build another wormhole station right here, my friend. Boop. And oh wow, their fleet power is inferior. That's unexpected.
Construction complete.
How did that happen? that change somehow. I do have to upgrade our ships, so that'll impact it. There's some chamber. Let's see who's out of a job or who's what? Ah, come on, dude. There we go. This is my food planet, processing planet. Okay. But I also see some great opportunities here to mine. I need more minerals, always. Alright. What was I building over here? Oh, I was upgrading. Okay. Clone armies. I'm gonna build another ship. So if you're what the Hornet class was, I think that's the it's those. What is the range? That's 50. Because I'm thinking I might replace. It's not too much of a difference between the UV laser and the mining drone laser. Only difference is this would reduce. This does less shield damage, and this only ignores 30% of armor. So I'd have to be a little bit closer to do the damage, but once we actually got closer, we'd rip through their ships pretty well.
Construction complete.
And I also have to really just gonna have to build up a lot more minerals again. Minerals are so important in this game for the simple fact that you have to be able to bump up all of your
situation log
all of your
updated.
spaceports to the max to build up your naval capacity. Collective consciousness, the Vim Hive. Oh, this is actually good to see there's another hive species, because if I seed their worlds, they're already hive mind, so they just join our hive mind. Might not be bad to go against these guys. We are the Vim Hive, and we speak as one. The hive mind has taken note of your presence. We'll observe you for now. Our future actions will depend upon whether you are a threat, an opportunity for expansion, or an unforeseen variable. Where are they located? Interesting. And they are... Whoa! They're really close to us. I did not expect that. Fellow hive mind plus 30. That's not a bad start, actually. It's not a bad start indeed. I didn't expect to come across one so close. I guess this part of space is just... Wow, they've been hiding up there all this time. I guess just out of our reach, out of our range of discovery. I almost...
System survey complete.
Oh, I don't care. I really don't care. Here's what I want to do. But you know what? I just realized something.
System survey complete.
They're probably fighting something that's in their space. Like it could be pirates. It could be like a large creature, like the one that's in this space, the dimensional horror. Maybe they're fighting something in their space that reduced their fleet power. But I do want to take this opportunity to contemplate going to war with these guys. I need 2 more wormhole stations, at least for now. One right here, and then one right about here, just so I can have access to this these few planets. And then I'll be good. I'll be golden. And then any other, as the campaign goes on, I can always build more in those systems.
Evading hostile fleet.
Oh wow. Pirate fleets. Yep, see, I thought there was something to do with pirates. Or something along those lines. This doesn't help me at all. This should be good. This should be good for their space. I'll just I'm gonna send him to. This should be good too. That's fine. Because if I take this planet or this planet first, I can just build a poor wormhole station right here that won't have access to all of this. So I'm just gonna send him back. I'm gonna send him back all the way back to someplace safe, like the Rubis system. And we, the Tez, are going to start to forward our offensive. Now these guys are also expanding too much. These guys are getting a little. They're getting in our way. So once we take care of these guys and these guys,
system survey complete.
We're gonna hit these guys. In fact, I might actually hit these guys second. I'll hit these guys first. I'll hit these guys second. Only because of the fact that they don't have a defense pack with anybody at the moment. Where's my construction ship? All right, we're gonna have a detour. We're actually going to build a wormhole station right here. Oops, Voidcraft. Great, wonderful. Go here. We're gonna go expand this way so I can have access to that planet. And we're going to expand that way. I know I'm building a lot of wormhole stations, but eventually I'm also going to research automatic exploration, and then once I do that,
evading hostile fleet.
What? Seriously? What is this? It says pirates too. Lookouts. Of course, it's pirates. And there's a planet I can colonize too, a tropical world. That is good to know. That's good to know. Man, these pirates are really cramping my style. Okay. It is a deal. Oh wow, wait, hold on. Oh, okay, gotcha. We have to redo our deal with them for to be a patron. We'll build a station right here then, and go this way.
Special project complete.
Excellent. I think that should be all the specimens. So that's going to give us a bump up to our unity. Exactly what we need. As far as influence, more energy, we needed that. Boom, shakalaka. And our trade treaty with the Bilnock. Oh, okay, well, that's fine with me. I'm tired of giving them free money anyway. We were just doing that to be their friend. We have their friendship. We don't really need to keep sending them free money. You should never have to buy your friends, but you have to do in space. You have to in space, that's what I'm going to say. But anyway, these guys are now inferior to us, so before they get any bright ideas, like not being inferior to us, we should probably attack. But before I do that, before I go into full attack mode, I do want to do one more thing. Hold on. Oh. Merge. There we go. 55. Okay, that's okay. Is that enough? Is that enough? It's never enough. You can never have too many armies. But I do want to build some more ships. I just want to build, oh no! I don't have a level 6. Okay. Defender. I've got to build up my strikecraft. I can't believe I only have scout wings. That's pretty sad. But I do want to get at least one battleship. So my battleships. Man, I can't believe I only have level 3. I should have taken those railgun tanks. I really have a lot of research to do. I just don't want to pass up rare technology. But I need to bump up my weapon technology. I need to get plasma weapons. But in the meantime, I'll make a war bee. Because war bees are pretty cool. And before I do that. Okay. Oh, yeah, I got that, okay. So what I'll do is I'll build this, and then we'll go from there. I am going to declare war on these guys. Declare war. And whoa. Wait a second. Oh, okay, that's right. I forgot that they had defense packs. Darn it. But they have a defense pack with the Vitterius. That must be new. Democratic vassal under the Baktur High.
Research complete. Construction
completely changes
complete.
my plans. Superior. Ah, that's terrible. Alright, I guess I can't go after these guys after all. That's what all that stuff in the background was doing. Let's just research red lasers. In 5 months I'll have that. I need red lasers in order to research plasma weapons. So I think it's a definite prerequisite. You'd think that it would recognize that, hey, you have blue lasers or X-ray lasers, but you still have to research the modules. Alright, well, in that case, I'm gonna war with these guys. They're inferior, they don't have any defense packs yet. I'm gonna go to war against these guys, make them my vassals. And they have a defense pack with these guys, but doesn't matter. If I go to war with them, I'm just gonna have to do it. I don't have to worry about the Gurite because they and I have a defense pack or a non-aggression pack. I think it's a defense pact, so we don't have to worry about them. And the Malagoel, whatever guys, they're here, but they're not going to be. It's not going to be too long to fight these guys. We'll take them out and very, very quickly. Inferior. Well, their fleet power is equivalent to us, so that's a bummer. We'll have to bump up our military again for that. I have more than enough flex naval capacity. He actually, okay, I put him here, but he didn't actually build the wormhole station yet. So let's send our fleets. Let's send our fleets to this system right here. Boom. And we're gonna go to war with these guys. And let's see. Wow, I have not invested in any of our assembly yards or any of our spaceports. Wow, I can't believe how much I've neglected some of these things during this. I'm usually better, 100% better with this than I am right now. But I think I'm just trying to expand quickly and grab as much as I can while people are not in federations. Because once again, federations, once they start to build up these alignments, it becomes a lot harder to. I mean, they do fight each other, and that's one of the things with some alliances will fight other alliances. And you have these big wars that you can kind of swoop in, sneak in, and kind of hit different targets.
System survey complete.
So that's, I could always wait and just focus on building up my my spaceports and all that stuff, and but I just want to kind of claim what we can claim while we can claim it, and then I'll integrate
construction complete.
Those guys and integrate these guys, and I feel like 28 months in order before I can boost our border range. I have to increase our Unity too. I could be doing a lot better with Unity, but we're not. We'll have to sacrifice some resources to build some symbols of Unity. Alright, we're right here. So I'm going to pause this, and let's engage in war. I declare war. And we're going to vassalize you, because that's what we do. Wait a minute. Or establish them as a protectorate. I guess they're that pathetic in technology level. What kind of planets are they, by the way? Alpine worlds. Okay, we don't need Alpine worlds. So declare war and establish protectorate. Yes. Confirm. Confirm. Yep.
We have declared war.
We have declared war. Good to know.
System survey complete.
First territory we take.
Construction complete.
Let's just go. Well, that's actually the end of this episode. We have declared war. And with that being said, we will now take a very long break. And next episode. That's how TV shows do it. They declare war. Next episode. We're just gonna leave you in suspense with that one thing. What will happen next time? So yeah, that's that. Because I have other stuff to do right now. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and God be with you.